This one goes out to trainers and trainees alike. You're programming or you're in the gym and something needs to happen. You're pressing 20s for 8, but then you get to 8 and you could do more reps, or you could dabble with the 25s. What do you do? I'm Annie Miller, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, and I help you learn as you train and enjoy your lifts again without having to figure it out for yourself. Today, we do that by giving you options when determining if you should increase load, the weight that you use or give to your clients, or add volume, complete either more sets or reps per set. This is not black and white. There is no rule that you're going to be breaking if you take a different route than the ones that I share with you today. My hope for you is to feel more confident in your decision making more than anything, that you know why you choose or chose to increase either the load or the volume. So let's dive into my general philosophy for making this decision easily. In short, capacity wins. Capacity in this case being volume. I'd almost always add reps to a set or add another set at the same reps before increasing load. Why? Because capacity is the base for load. When load exceeds capacity, we may have higher potential for injury and setbacks. No thank you. Generally, with an increase in volume, the set becomes more challenging, adds time under tension to the muscles being worked, and builds the overall movement pattern proficiency and capacity if it is being performed well. Very little to be lost there. That's my reason. Seems sound enough for me, but if you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Keep it respectful as always. Now, there is a back and forth that happens between load and volume. I'm not suggesting that it is realistic to always increase volume or to continuously increase volume without ever touching load. Remember, the name of the video is which to increase first, implying that after we increase one, we'd likely bring up the other, which is precisely what I am suggesting. Take the example from the intro. You have DB presses at 20 for 8s, and that 20 pounds gets too easy. You increase volume by either 1, adding another set of 8, 2, upping the reps to 10, let's say. So great. We have a solid challenge again. A phase or two goes by and we need to now increase the load. Please, please, please do not take this as black and white. Like I said, you're likely going to make these decisions based on RPE or your rate of perceived exertion, being sure that you find the right combo of weight and volume to adequately challenge your muscle. If you have no idea what weight to use, check out my video on how to know what weight to choose. I give you at least 3 different options in that video to choose from. Back to the shoulder press. You now need to make that jump up to the 25s. If you've ever made the jump from 20 to 25 on an upper body exercise, you know that that's a massive jump. 5-pound increments can be brutal for the upper body. So in theory, you could keep the volume the same at 10s and see if you can get it, but be open to the possibility of dropping back down to 8s in order to increase the load. Then increase the volume back up to 10s when you can with that heavier 25-pound load. You'll find a nice little dance between load and volume if you're committed to simplifying this process and not changing 17 different aspects of your training every week or phase. Very adequate gains can be made by manipulating only load and volume for a good while, especially if you're newer to the gym. I find this philosophy applies to most lifts in general weight training. Of course, program design can be much more complex than this, but in terms of solving the issue of I've been doing X and it's not as challenging anymore, so do I add weight or volume? I hope that this video was helpful. If it was, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more educated gains.